trying to learn how to solve a problem. That is the key space of influence. Influence is essential to drive process improvement, whether it's advocating for new sterilization equipment, pushing for better compliance training, or improving interdepartmental communication. If you want new instruments or new whatever, get all the information for your upline leadership ahead of time. Do all the studying. Figure out how much it costs on your own. Try to determine how budgets are made when cycles of budgets come around. Advocate for what you need while still producing with what you have. We'll talk about that today. I can't wait to get into it, y'all. We're just kind of getting started. So here's an example of understanding influence versus authority. There's a sterile processing technician who notices a frequent surgical delay due to missing instruments but lacks the authority to make purchasing decisions. Instead of demanding new inventory, pouting that they don't have certain things, fussing and complaining and moaning and groaning about what things could be if you had this. That doesn't make anyone that's your upline or your leader, it doesn't make them want to support you. When the only thing you do is complain about what you don't have versus ensuring that what you have, you can perform the best with it. So if I want a new sterilizer, new equipment, which I know I'm going to face resistance, I will collaborate with the OR team and propose a solution that aligns with hospital efficiency goals. By using influence rather than authority, they secure leadership by buy-in without a formal title. And there is someone on this call that we did this together with, and it absolutely did create change, not only for our positioning in the hospital, but how people begin to look at them as a leader. It absolutely did. Well, okay, we want this change versus immediately taking it to the upline. How about you partner with your sidelines? Well, Dr. Jake, I'm just a tech 3. I'm just a lead tech. I'm just this. Remember I told you that I am is a very powerful word. When you say I am, you're creating your real world. So when you say I am just, you're immediately, whatever comes next, you're minimizing it so much that you're losing the authority and the power from your own tongue. How you speak about yourself, how you speak about the positions that you're in, how you speak about your department, how you speak about your facility, how you speak about your leadership. The only thing you're doing is creating nothing but negativity. And negativity is an energy that sucks out all things that are great. As a leader, you must be hopefully optimistic while willfully doing the work. That's right, Brian. You have to own it. Everything that I've achieved in my life, I caught it. I said it. I told people what was going to happen. I told people where we would take the company. I told people where I would be. I told people the stages I would be on. And although I didn't know how, only thing I knew was as long as I can keep speaking positive about myself, eventually those condensation or those things that I'm saying, the information I'm spewing off, I all of a sudden start to believe that it could be happening. It could be true. Now, while I'm in my position, I want to become the best at doing what I'm doing. And the question I have for you before we even move on is asking you, are you the best in your current position? Could you go to any hospital, any system, any environment, any country, and perform and be the best where you are? If the answer is no, don't answer in the chat. If the answer is no, you got more work to do with influencing yourself first. When you tell yourself and put your mind to something, how influential are you to you? I know I'm preaching today. I know I'm preaching. Y'all didn't think we was gonna have healthcare business organization church. How influential are you to yourself? Before trying to influence anyone within your organizational structure, the question is, when you tell yourself that you need to do something, how fast do you do it? When you tell yourself to believe bigger, how big do you actually believe? Because influence starts inside. It's not outfluence. Influence starts with how you see yourself. And eventually, when how you see yourself matches your true work ethic and your true ability, everyone will begin to start seeing you how you see you. But if you see yourself as someone who's not in position to create influence, if you see yourself as someone that doesn't have the right educational background, if you see yourself as someone that doesn't have what it takes to be great, because everyone speaks well, they talk well, they look better, they have better teeth, whatever you confuse yourself with tricking yourself out your own position, that's how the world begins to see you, because your influence is based on what you believe in yourself. That's where your influence starts. Where your influence starts. Your influence starts inside. Your habits. We're talking about leading. But what are your habits? Look at your life. How disciplined are you in your own personal life? Because what you do in the personal does spew off and spew over into your work. And if you don't think it does, you're lying to yourself. What you do at home does affect what you do at work. If you're disorganized at home, you're going to be disorganized at work. If you're frazzled at home, you're going to be frazzled at work. If you're slow at making decisions at home, you're going to be slow at making decisions at work, because you can't change you until you decide to change you. That's what's key. If you're happy you got on this training today, press the number 5. You got to change you. So when people are around me, I truly want people to see that they can be anything they want to be. But I exemplify in my actions every day that I'm going to become anything that I want to be. So that fire, that energy, when you're around me, there's only 2 things you can do. You can leave from around me and then come up with all types of reasons of why I'm not great and this, but you can never deny the work. You can just have feelings of how you don't feel about myself, because I cannot allow anyone to be around me that's not going to become the best version of themselves. I can't do it. You can't be around me and not get better. You can't. Because what I expect of myself is so great that I can't even allow energy around me. My energy doesn't allow energy around me if you're not trying to become the best version of you that you can. Imagine what type of influence that brings. Imagine. When we talk about influence, as we continue this training this morning, I really want you to process, what is your influence inside? How do you influence you? So yes, we're going to be talking about some good stuff today. But what I want you to understand is that the stuff that we talking about, I'm gonna tell you something really quick. You won't be able to get there until you begin to start taking accountability of your own inaction and you becoming who you need to be. Your organization sees you right now. That's on you. If the CEO doesn't know you by name, that's on you. if the signers doesn't, if